So welcome to Maths with Ish. Now these are some of the questions posted in our Facebook group yesterday. So let's see how we can get their solutions. So the first one says we should simplify log 2 base 4 plus log 8 base 2. Okay, now what we are going to do to solve this is, first of all, let's make their bases to be the same. So I can write this as 2 log 2, and then I can write this 4 as 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, then I can write this 8 as 2 raised to the power of 3, then base 2. Now you can see what I've just done. I've made their bases to be the same. Now again, if you observe, you can see that the base and the numbers, which is antecedents, are the same. You have 2 as the base, you have 2 as the antecedent, you have 2 as the base, you have 2 as the antecedent. So anytime you have a case like this, all you just have to do is to take the powers of the antecedent divided by the power of the base. So the power of 2 here is 1. Okay? The power of 2 here is 1. And the power of the base here is 1. So in this case, I'm going to have the power here 1 divided by the power of the base, which is 2, the power of this base, which is 2, plus the power of this and this again, which is 3, divided by the power of this base, which is 1. So that I'm having half plus 3. So my answer is 3.5. So this is one of the ways of solving this problem. Okay. Now the second question says we should evaluate log x base x equal to x is equal to 5x minus 10. Now to solve this, we know that there is a law of logarithm that says that when the number and the base are the same is 1. So which means everything here is 1. Okay? Then we are having x raised to the power of 5x minus 10. Next, I can write this one as, okay, let me come here. I can write this one as x raised to the power of 0. And then I put down this. Now, since the base in the left hand side and the right hand side are the same, I can equate the powers. So when I collect like terms, I'll be having that 10 is equal to 5x. So therefore, my x is equal to 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So this is the solution to the second question. So the third one, for me to solve this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write this x is equal to 6 as x is equal to 3 bracket 2. So this is where your knowledge of indices, the laws of indices, comes to play. Okay, so we are applying the power law of indices here because we know that if we times this back, it will still give us back this. Okay, so 3 times 2 gives us back this 6. So next I'm going to say let y be equal to x is equal to 3, which means I'm going to substitute. Anywhere I see x above 3, I put y. So let me call this equation star. Okay, so which means my x above 3 now, I will be replacing it with y. So I'm going to have y squared. You can see I'm removing this x above 3 and replacing it with y minus x above 3 and replacing it with y also here equal to 2. So you can see that this is this has taken me to quadratic equation. Okay, so I'll be having y squared. I'll be having y squared minus y minus 2 equal to 0. So I can solve this using substitution method now. So using factorization method rather. So the two factors of minus 2 that will give us minus 1, that will be y squared minus 2y plus y minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so when we group them in twos, I'll be having y into y minus 2. Here, what is common here is 1, which is y minus 2 equal to 0. And so I'll be having that y plus 1 bracket y minus 2 is equal to 0. I believe we all know how to factorize quadratic equation. So this implies that my y plus 1 is equal to 0, or my y minus 2 is equal to 0. So from here, this implies that your y is equal to minus 1, or your y is equal to 2. So we have gotten the two values of y now. So all we have to do is to come back to equation star, this equation here, and substitute our values. Okay, so from equation star now, have that my y, which is now minus 1, I'm taking the first value, minus 1, is equal to x raised to the power of 3. Okay, so therefore my x will be equal to cube root of minus 1. So that's for that. Then we also have another value for y here. So I'm going to say again. So when y is equal to 2 now, that is, I'm using this now. This is for when y is equal to minus 1. So when y is equal to 2, this equation becomes 2 raised to the power of, 2 equals to x raised to the power of 3, and so therefore our x is equal to the cube root of 2. So these are the two solutions of this particular question. Thank you for watching. I hope you've gained value.